On Thursday, 3 Cubans will take their legal fight to the court as their application for habeas corpus is expected to be heard as they seek to be released. This as Cubans in Miami, Florida continue protests against the Bahamas for alleged mistreatment of their countrymen at the Carmichael Road Detention Center. Jimmy Swain has the latest from Immigration Minister Fred Mitchell.
Diplomatic efforts could soon end demonstrations by Cuban protesters over in South Florida. Foreign Affairs Minister Fred Mitchell said protests in South Florida went peacefully and that government is working along with the United States authorities to defuse the situation. At least 3 Cubans have filed papers with the courts seeking to be released. They're expected to be heard on Thursday. Mitchell said the U.S. will have to decide how they proceed with the matter.
We've indicated that if that is the position, that the U.S. will take them. If an airplane is available tomorrow, they can come and get them. The deportation order was signed some time ago, so as soon as we can find a country that's willing to take them, they can go. The problem, as you know, is they're stuck in this kind of no man's land because the indications are so far that the U.S. won't take them, and of course their country of birth is saying they're no longer residents of that country.
While it was one of the largest protests, the minister says he hopes it's one of the last. The protesters' message was for tourists to stop going to the Bahamas.
I find this a very curious comment to make for people who are citizens living in Miami, a city and an area that benefits from $1.1 billion US dollars of Bahamian spending a year, would be wanting to do something to injure our economy. And it really is something that they ought to consider very carefully because we don't want to get into that kind of row.
For a country such as the Bahamas that sells its image on being conflict-free, Minister Mitchell said protests such as those in Miami are a cause for concern.
Any of this noise going on about something which may in fact be inaccurate. So that's why we're obviously concerned about it. We're working with the leadership of the Bahamian community in South Florida, with the state leadership and the federal leadership in the United States to try and get this diffused.
Minister Mitchell said the government is in the middle of restarting migration talks with the Cuban government to put mechanisms in place to see if this can be prevented in the future. He said the government is also no longer pursuing legal action against that station that initially aired the story that sparked the protests. Jimmy Swain, ZNS Network News.